It's that time again. It's time to kill the garlic mustard. I'm starting with 4 gallons of glyphosate here. It's just a touch strong, which is, normally it would be 5 or 6 tablespoons to the gallon, and this is 13 tablespoons to 2 gallons. And what else? I have 80-20 surfactant in there, 2 tablespoons of that, and about 2 tablespoons of laser, which is a blue dye. And she's all mixed up and ready to go. I'm going to grab one. I don't know how much this is going to take. I might be able to do the entire area, which is, well, it actually goes, maybe a quarter mile that way. But it's going to take all day. It's going to take 8-10 hours because it's more walking than anything else. So if you haven't seen any of the earlier videos, there is garlic mustard all over the place in these woods. It was heavily disturbed when they logged this, and that allows the garlic mustard to get a foothold. So what I'm doing is going out there. It's early spring. It is April 4th, I believe, 4th or 5th. It is, Sunday. When it's small rosettes and or seedlings, I really don't have to get the seedlings because they won't produce seeds this year. But if I see them, I'm going to get them anyways. So I'll show you some when I get to them. But my basic plan is to walk along the edge of the area that is hacked and squirted here for the Prairie restoration. Walk zigzag back and forth along the edge and then come back down the middle and then do the top part. It's a lot of walking. I'll be walking all day. This is going to be really exhausting. But you got to get it done this time of year. Otherwise, it's just a major pain trying to deal with it later. So let's get in there and I'll show you what the stuff looks like. Okay, I'm actually out of sight from the gator. I came around the edge. This is the Restoration Project. This is being restored to an Oak Savanna. If you haven't seen any of the earlier videos. But here I have a big patch of garlic mustard. And garlic mustard comes up real early. I think May apples are starting to come up, but not too much. And I've seen a couple ferns, but this is the time to get this stuff. You can see there's a bunch here, goes through there, big patch right here. And that's what they do. This patch right here will get 4, maybe 5 feet tall and completely shade out any native plants. Not only that, it's allelopathic, which means that it puts off a mild poison that will stop other plants from germinating and possibly kill them. I don't know how strong they are. Walnut is the same way. Some plants are probably immune to it, so that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is them sprouting so early or coming up so early and then getting tall and just a mass of them shading everything out. This is the worst I've encountered along this whole thing. I've sprayed this last year, but I was really late and some of it was even flowering by the time I got to it because I was working on other stuff real early. But it is much nicer to get in here at this time. Almost everything you see here is garlic mustard. There, all through here. I wasn't really planning on coming down this far. I was walking. You can see the bluish area there. That's the line I was walking. And maybe 30 feet up is the edge of the area that is being restored right now. But next year I'll be coming down this far and I don't want garlic mustard here at that point. So I've used nearly a gallon, and I don't know how much this is going to take. I don't really know the extent of it yet. You can see it over there, and not too bad in here, but I know right up in here it was really bad, and I mentioned it in a video from last year. There was just a big patch of it up there that I killed later in the year, but I think that's all seeded out. So I think I'm going to be spending a little bit of time right in this area here. So let me grab the tank. And this tank is a Chapin 2-gallon Sure Spray. I have found this to be by far the best out of the cheaper tanks. I can use one of these for 3, sometimes 4 years. And pretty much every other one I've used, you use it for 1 year and it's pretty much shot. So let's get busy and spray this patch here. Okay, I got roughly a half gallon of my mix left. This area right here, both right over there and right through here. Over there I had to go all the way down to our rock road right there. Here it wasn't quite as bad. I had to go about halfway down. But the area that I wanted to do the killing is up there. So I haven't even gotten to that yet. But that's fine. This is a big patch right here. This would be just a complete umbrella of garlic mustard, and you can see nothing else is growing here. So this will take a while before anything comes back here. But actually what I'm going to do is take some bottle brush grass seed. I have a small bag left over, and just go in some of these bare spots and scratch some of that in, because that stuff kind of likes shade. The edge of where I killed the trees is right up there, so this will get a fair amount of sun, enough for the bottle brush grass. And I'll just do that in these really bad spots. This will all be prairie grass and bur oaks at some point, but this part down here is not scheduled for right now. I see some garlic mustard right down there. So that means I'm going to have to go across this lower half. I thought it was basically mostly right up in the upper half here. So I'm going to be here longer than I thought, but that's okay. If I deal with it now, it's real easy to get at. Nothing else is up. Well, there's a couple things that are just starting to come up, like this right here, that right there. But May apples will be up soon, and I got to get this done before they come up because they'll just form their own canopy and it's hard to walk and get stuff done. This right here is a sedge, and there's quite a few grasses growing over in that area. But in the deeper woods like this, it's real easy to spot the garlic mustard, so now is the time to do it. Early April in our area. I'm in southwestern Wisconsin, so if you're in the southern part of the state, it's a little warmer towards the Milwaukee area, so you'd have to kind of adjust. But early in the year like this, first thing that comes up is going to be the garlic mustard, so that's the time to get out and kill it. So what I think I'm going to do is, once I'm done, I'm going to do as much as I can today. Then it's going to rain tomorrow, and then after that I will come back right away again before other stuff starts growing, and just walk back and forth and look for anything else that has come up in that time or anything that I missed. This should start dying back fairly quick, and I'll just have to keep an eye on it for a week or so. Then I should be done with it for the year. It's like last year I was battling this stuff all summer, and I really don't have the time to do that this year. So what I'm going to do is just work my way right up there and go along the edge of what I just did and try to use this up by the time I get back, which should be no problem. Grab the other tank and keep at it. And when that one's done, go make 2 more. Okay, this is our lot line. I'm up on the road where I normally walk Izzy right now. And I know we had a fair amount. I could see some down there. But it looks like the vast majority of the stuff down here is just over onto the neighbor's property. And yeah, they got a real good infestation all on the side of this mound right here, and just down into there and right over here. So they won't mind if I take this stuff out. So I'll just start right over here and get this stuff on their side of the property line, and then keep going and work my way down. I already got like halfway. Actually, I got to that log right there, so I got 2/3 of the way from the bend up there to the post here to use up the last of the stuff from where I started. This is the second batch, so I got 4 more gallons. I have this to do, which I'm guessing is only going to take 1 gallon. Then I have behind the house in the main Oak Savanna Restoration area. And then I have the woods by our new top lot. There's a ton of garlic mustard in there that I saw last year. So I'm not really restoring that area yet, but I should really get in there and just spend the rest of the day and get it done if I can. So I'm going to wrap this up real quick. This isn't going to take very long. And then I'm going to head over behind the house and I'll get back with you over there. All right. Worked my way. I got way the heck down there. I probably went down 60, 80 feet and went back and forth. I was kind of following a vein of garlic mustard. And then I went all the way over to, we got a little road going down right over there. Went all the way to the end and then came back up and through here. And I believe I got everything in my path. I just got to come through and check when I do the other stuff. You can see the blue right in there. There were some pretty heavy patches, but hopefully I got the majority of it. So now I got to head behind the house. Okay, it is about 5 o'clock. I did the 4 gallons, came all through this back area here and that little triangle on the other side of our new road here. Got all in here and went right along the edge of the ravine and then got into there, but I found that this whole area back here is pretty much solid garlic mustard. I'll head over there and show you what I'm talking about. When I spray it, it's like the whole forest floor is blue from this stuff. Just really bad in this area. Hopefully our new neighbor will spray his stuff. I'm gonna have to tell him about it. I think he will. But I'll take you over here to a patch of this stuff and show you what I'm talking about. I'm not sure how well this is showing up, but all the way up to that bigger tree right there, this is just solid garlic mustard all the way across here. And then I ran out, and I think I have enough time to do this 2 more gallons. I also got to go back and close up the greenhouse and do a bunch of other stuff up there, so I really got to get moving. And I'm going to lose light as soon as the sun goes on the other side of the ridge there. But there's so much garlic mustard here that this should go really quick. So let me get at it. I've been killing this stuff all day, and I haven't shown a close-up of it yet. That's what she looks like. This is a rosette. I should be able to yank this right out. When you get a full-size plant, they have a little crooked tail of a root on them, but that's what they look like when they're a rosette. Not much as far as roots, but you can see it's like a basically round, but it does come to a slight point, and then it's got this cutout in the back, making it, somewhat U-shaped. I didn't spray this area yet. Come back and get this. It's getting kind of dark, so I don't know if you can see or how well you can see, but this goes all through here and all right up here. And it's kind of nice getting it at this time of year when there's not a bunch of other stuff growing. You can just pretty much get in here, real easy to see it from a distance, get in there and zap it. That's a bunch of little ones. This is a weed, I forget what it's called. And it may or may not smell garlicky if you rub it between your fingers. This absolutely does. But some of the times when I do that, it doesn't. So it's not necessarily so, but that's part of its name, garlic mustard, because it has a garlicky taste and smell to it. So this was native to, or is native to, England. And when the Pilgrims came over and other settlers, they brought some with them and grew it in their gardens. And it escaped. And it's been terrorizing ever since. Yeah, it's real easy to spot. There's nothing else that looks just like it. Like right here. This is garlic mustard right here. This is not. That right there. So, unfortunately, in this case, I'm just going to spray whatever's there. The native flowers will come back. But this whole area right here is going to be restored to native prairie grasses anyways. So not much of anything that's growing here now is going to remain for very long. You can see this is just a super dense thicket right here. I'm hoping I can get this cleared out this year. I just go with my brush whacker and hack all this stuff. I can go up to like 4 inches like that, but it's a lot easier to get all this little stuff first and then come in with the chainsaw and take that stuff out. Okay, let me grab my spray and get this area sprayed, and then I'm heading over towards Bigfoot over there. All right, that's going to wrap it up. I've been at it now for 9 hours. 9 hours of walking up and down these hills. I'm just exhausted. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, jeez. I know you can see this right here, this blue, but that whole area all the way back to the ravine, I don't know, a couple 100 feet maybe? No, maybe 100 feet. That was all garlic mustard. There's areas like just right in here that aren't too bad, but I do believe I sprayed this when I was working on this area right here, when I cleared this. This is one of the big Oak Savanna trees right here, and I cleared that whole area last year, I believe. Yeah, I think it was last year. So I probably did spray in here, and then it kind of starts again right here and through there. So I'm definitely not done. I have this whole upper part, and I'm going to have to zigzag through the center and on the other side of this rise right here. And then that should do it. And then I really should go back to the area where I started and walk that and walk over by the road as well and get anything that I missed and anything that's pushing up between now and then. Got a day of rain tomorrow, so I'm going to be working on electrical then. Then I'll be back at this, and that should do it for, at least for this early spring stuff. I mean, this is going to take care of tens of thousands of garlic mustard plants. Then maybe in a couple of weeks or so, I'll be coming through here with some 2,4-D and just spritz any plants that I find at that time. And then I think that'll probably do it for the year, but we'll find out. So this should be pretty interesting as things start to grow now, to see how much of the garlic mustard actually made it through the spray. I think I got the majority of it, but time will tell. So if you want to see that, I'm going to do an update on this in probably a week, and you can see what's going on in here then. Oh, being joined. Hi, big cat. Yeah, I should have known, that bird yelling. Okay, got to get going. So if you want to see the progress on this, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you give the video a like and or share it, it helps us out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.